I took a plastic bag and like I pooped in it. I don't know what got into our head, but I pointed at his like oxygen tank and I was like, all right, so I turned it off. But we were
up his oxygen.
But we were
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm imagining in my head him with a raging boner, fucking diarrhea in the toilet.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome. It's your favorite international idiots. I'm your co-host, Daniel Shapano.
And I'm here, Zofa.
And today, we have a very special episode. Today is our first ever guest episode. And boy, Harris, I can't tell you how excited I am for this one.
Yeah, how excited are you?
I am ecstatic, really. You know, I mean, like, I can't tell you.
Your
like,
tail's wagging?
My tail's wagging. So with that, let's bring in our very first guest. Welcome. Welcome to the podcast, my friend.
Thank you.
How you doing today?
I'm alright. Pretty jet lagged, but...
Yeah? I mean, you just
I'm
got back into the country. We're here with one of our best friends from high school.
That's right.
Been a while. We've known each other now, what, for... Jeez.
Long time.
9 years? 9 or 10
yeah.
years?
God damn.
Look at us, bro. From
Longest time I've known anyone.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah, dude.
No, you
All
guys...
the traveling
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Moving schools.
100%. We've gone through a lot of shit together.
Yeah,
like,
man.
not just the three of us, but the rest of the group as well. But
Yeah, we've come a long way.
we've come a long way,
Somehow
bro.
we're all together here, you know?
Like, I guess that's how you know we're all gonna be friends for life. Is like, if 9 years later, we're still fucking with each other. It's
Yeah, true.
you
Unless
know?
one of us dies, like, really soon.
yeah. I mean,
Not it.
not it. Given the way things have been going
Yeah.
recently, you know, like,
But we don't talk about that.
we don't talk about that. We're here for a good time, you know.
Yes, sir. Good time, not a long one.
So yeah, why don't you tell us, what you've been up to lately?
Yeah, so, I mean, I haven't seen these guys in, what, a year?
I think maybe COVID was the
seen
last
you.
time I saw you.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah,
years.
when you
2
moved.
years, 2 years. And, I was in Europe for that time, and now I'm back. I was in Rome with my girlfriend, having a good time, enjoying the food, the life.
Yeah.
Now I'm here, and I'm working, and this was my, like, dream. So I'm
Yeah.
Be on
pretty
this
happy.
podcast, I can imagine.
Yeah, that too.
Everyone wants to
Yeah.
be on the
Yes, sir.
podcast with the international
Yeah.
idiots, but now, bro, I remember talking about that with you, like, our future aspirations. Like, it's always been a dream of ours to end up back here,
Yeah.
and you did it, like, and hopefully I'll be next. Once I finish up in December, I'll be moving back here too. That's
That'd be
the
awesome, man.
tentative goal,
And we start our own hype house. TikTok
That's what I'm
house.
Yo,
saying,
imagine.
Dude,
We could get a house in like Bukit Bintang,
yeah.
right across from.
I think our house will be canceled within like a month, bro.
Yeah, no, why? I mean, I think I think we'd have a pretty fun hype house if we had one.
You think so?
Yeah, we'd have a podcast room,
Yeah.
like a special room dedicated to it.
We just can't have it near a mosque,
Nah, yeah.
Otherwise we get in trouble.
But the hype,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Like we'd be throwing parties where they want to like pray and shit. We'd still like, bro, like imagine like Friday. No, do they pray on Saturdays?
Friday. I mean, you can pray any day.
But like, do mosques run on Saturdays? Or am I just like?
24/7.
I think so.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Imagine like they're like doing their Saturday morning prayers. Is that a thing? I don't know. Maybe.
Friday afternoon.
Let's say we're partying on a Thursday for simplicity purposes.
You good?
If we're partying on a Thursday, we'd probably still be partying the next day when they, wake up to pray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of weird point. You want to do it there, but sure.
I guess. I mean, shit. Like. But I'm like going back to what I was saying. Like a hype house, bro. We would have a good time. We would have a great time.
We would.
Like I still don't. Huh?
We'd have to make like TikToks and shit.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You see you doing some fucking dance and shit.
I feel like you guys would fuck with me so much.
No,
Like I'd be like,
absolutely, bro, the
I would make it
pranks-
viral, man.
Bro, the
They
amount
love
of
your
pranks
reaction.
that we would do on you would be insane.
it's because my reactions would be like what makes us go like
Yeah.
viral.
Yeah.
It's because I'd be like sleeping or some shit. You guys would like pour water. Like I know, like you'd probably do the little warm water hand trick, and I like shit myself somehow. Like instead of peeing myself, I just shit myself, and you guys would be like, "Oh, look at this guy," But
Yeah.
if I could do that for the boys, make us all go viral like that, why not?
Take one for the team, huh?
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. But yeah, I mean, I want to just talk a little bit about like, let's throw it back. Let's throw it back to like, what?
Let's rewind.
Let's rewind to let's say
Rewind
let's skip 8th grade. 8th grade we didn't really have. And we had some funny moments, with, our trip to. Nah, actually we should go back to 8th grade because 8th grade does have some good moments.
Oh yeah.
I was not present, so I'm gonna let them, take the spotlight for a little bit.
Yeah. So that's how we met, right?
In 8th
That's
grade,
when we met.
kind of. Yeah. Like we weren't as close in 8th grade. We got closer in 9th grade through the.
Because you came back
in 8th grade.
Oh, you did.
In 8th
Okay,
grade.
Yeah.
And I would say the funniest memory we have from 8th grade is when we went on that trip to Cheriting.
Oh my god.
And for some reason, one of our friends was like, "This in military school, our punishment is to punch the wall." And he punched the wall, right, and his fist went straight through it. And we're all like, "Wow, that's pretty.
That's awesome.
That's pretty That's pretty alpha, dude. I gotta try that myself." So we all punched the wall, Next thing you know, there's like 7, 8 holes in the wall.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck it, it's still pretty cool. We're men. We just punched through the wall. So me and I go into the other room, and I show our friends in the other room. I'm like, check this out. Break another hole, and they're like, whoa, I gotta try that. So next thing you know, we have like probably 10 holes.
Yeah.
It was drywall. Obviously, it could be patched up, right? And the chaperones, like the parent chaperones, are still, because we were in 8th grade, we had chaperones, I'll never forget this. They come into the room, they leave, and then they come back. They're like, "Oh my God, what have you done?" And we're just like, I remember telling my parents, I was like, "Don't worry about it. We punched some holes, but we can fix it. Like, we're just gonna put some some putty. It'll be all good." Next thing you know, the hotel finds out, and we get charged. Well,
It was in a hotel?
yeah, it was a
Yep.
Club Med.
Dog, bro,
It's
what?
a resort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got charged like 20,000 ringgit. I was
Yeah.
and we had to like split it between like 5 of us.
Yeah.
'Cause what-
Holy shit.
Do you remember when we got caught though? Do you remember what happened?
I remember the parent chaperones finding out, but I don't remember like.
So what happened was we left because we would do stuff during the day. We'd do a bunch of activities.
The maids.
And the maids came in for like turn down service, I guess.
Yeah.
And they reported the holes in the walls or something bad happened. I guess,
Yeah.
to our chaperones. And remember they came in while we were in the room
Yeah.
later that day, and they're like, "I heard something went wrong." The maids said so.
And they didn't see it, right? And we're like.
And as they're saying this, I see the holes behind their head, and they didn't see it yet. And we're like, no, we didn't do it.
We're just like, what are you talking
And
about?
they're like, yeah, okay, just making sure. And on their way out, they turn around and see a massive hole next to their head. They're like, holy fuck. You guys are in big trouble,
Yeah.
man.
You guys were menaces.
That was bad.
I think in our entire friend group, you guys were the biggest man. I feel like I was pretty fucking.
Us too, or like
You two and like.
the
Bryce.
GBB
Yeah,
crew.
you two and Bryce.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
up to no
Biggest
good. Man.
menaces in terms of like property destruction or like
That was the only time we really
bodily
did
harm. Like I think you guys could have like.
I think that was the only time we actually did property destruction, though.
Yeah.
That was bad. Like, I mean, we were stupid. We were 8th graders.
And we weren't even drinking.
Yeah, that's the craziest
We
thing.
weren't on anything.
That's the craziest thing is, bro, like, my liver was, like, pure. It was like a virgin, bro. Like, it never been, like, I never touched, I haven't even touched a beer, bro, at that point. Like, the most alcohol my body had ever come into contact with was, like, rubbing alcohol.
Hand sanitizer, yeah.
And sanitizer, yeah. We were stone cold sober and we did this, like, wow. I mean, we've gotten up to some other, they have a lot of shit if you really think about it. So that was, I think, the highlight of, like, 8th grade menace, like,
Yeah,
obviously,
definitely.
like, we had our, like, little adventures with the teachers where they're, like, they would threaten to shove their foot up our ass and all that, but that was
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Hopefully hypothetical.
No, so, I don't know, like, that was a story, so it was a midnight, like a little school dance or whatever, like a middle school dance.
Okay.
And I don't even-
I wish I went to one of those, bro.
A midnight?
Yeah, they should.
Shit,
Them
man.
shits look lit, bro.
Yeah.
Again, partying sober, I don't know how we did it,
Yeah.
but we,
Just like pizza, soda.
pizza, soda.
Honestly, soda's got
And then
us
the
there,
back is
man.
like party rock is in the house.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
y'all
in
know.
that.
We were on sugar highs.
Oh yeah, for sure. like they had like
All of a sudden, we're
like,
talking to the
donuts.
girls with confidence and everything. We
Yeah.
didn't need alcohol.
Like, want to dance? Slow
Yeah.
dance with me, baby? They'd be like, no, I already got someone. I'm like, shit.
And how old were we?
Like 13.
Damn.
Now you see 13-year-olds going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell
We were
happened?
eating pizza, drinking, like, that's what I'm
And we
saying.
were happy
Playing
with
video
that.
games,
Yeah.
Now you
bro.
see
That's
these
what,
guys
like, I think that's what 13-year-olds should be doing. Like,
smoking vapes,
yeah.
going out, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
I blame social media.
yeah.
Yeah.
I still blame us though. Not like
Us?
but like our age, because we made it like cool, and then like younger people looked at.
Yeah,
us.
but that doesn't mean you should be going out
Yeah,
at 13,
exactly.
bro. Like, at
I mean,
13, we
we
were
We
know-
playing.
went out when we were 14,
we saw
bro.
we saw
You gotta wait 1 year, bro. 14, but 13, no. You know?
like we see the seniors going out. We're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool, but
Yeah.
we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
we could
yeah.
have followed them.
Exactly. Like,
So,
they were doing, yeah, exactly. But we were like, nah, I'm quit. I'm gonna play FIFA tonight.
Yo, FIFA hit.
Like, dude, I remember we were crashing at his, right? And I don't know why I was pissed at you guys. I was a little sick, you know. So I went to sleep on the couch outside so they couldn't fuck with me, because in the room they kept on fucking with me. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just sleep on the couch. And his older brother comes in after like going out with his friends. You know, I think they were seniors. That we were in 9th grade. They were seniors.
yeah.
And
Or 11th grade, maybe.
I wake up and I'm being held by one of them in their arms. One of them shining a flashlight. They're like, and I remember clearly, they're like, look at this little shit. And I'm just like, yeah, that's me. You know, like I was like, dude, it's 4 a.m. Like, leave me alone. But yeah, this is the type of shit we used to get up to, you know, like, and then I don't know what they ended up doing to you guys. I don't even think they woke you guys up. They just woke me up.
No, they didn't really bother us.
Yeah.
You were a big target.
Yeah, everyone's target for some reason. That's
I
why
mean-
you're so jacked now.
Yeah.
All
guess-
that energy. He's like, fuck everyone.
I mean,
I'm getting fucking
I
used."
guess, bro, like you could think of it like all the. I used to catch so much shit that was like my villain origin story.
Yeah.
I was just like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, there's no. I got so angry, I became like the Hulk, bro. Like literally, Bruce Bannered that shit.
Yeah.
Except I wish I could be that big, you know.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
No.
You've been
Yeah.
slacking in the gym recently though.
Yeah. Well,
Taking a
what
risk.
can I do about that?
But yeah, taking it back to like OG days, we all were in like the YouTube gaming like period.
We tried.
You know, I feel like every kid our age, like 14, 15, growing
Yeah.
up watching like KSI, you know,
Yeah.
Road to Shaw, all these motherfuckers. You know, we were always like influencing. We're like, fuck it, why don't we do our own GTA, FIFA videos
Yeah.
and shit?
Yeah.
And
we're
it was like the
inspired
only
by-
thing on our minds, bro.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we would stay up whenever we could play video games and shit? Play against each other or pro clubs or whatever, or GTA Heist. I have a story to tell about that. Got done dirty, bro. But we're playing FIFA, and then the next morning we'd be in the cafeteria, and we'd all have that one table before the first class starts.
Yeah.
And all we talk about is like the BS games that we had, or someone would pull up like a Futhead squad that they made. And it was like,
Oh my
you or
God.
like Bryce would always make like the sweatiest squads, bro.
It was always the
Like,
same thing.
Silver.
I just add in like one player.
I have one memory of like it was one bright morning, you know, it was like 8 a.m. but you know 15 minutes before the bell, we were all there early, and I was like, guys, guess what I did last night? Because remember when Gustav asked me to make him a team,
Yeah.
and he bought like 10 mil or 15 mil
Yeah.
coins, and I was like, dude, this guy doesn't know anything about the game. Like, why don't I just like fiend like 2 or 3 mil, you know? So I made him a pretty damn good team, bro. He had like Messi, you know, like
Shit.
he had a good team, you know, like a very solid, respectable starting team. It's like getting your first car. It's like, damn, a Lexus, not too bad. Not a Lambo, but a Lexus.
Yeah.
And I just took a few, you know, to like
Did you notice?
get some. Yeah, he comes up to me with a paper, like an A4 piece of paper, and he had like taken the bought for price, and he was like, "So I see that you spent 10 mil on my team, but I had 15 mil. Where'd the other 5 mil go?" And I was like, "Well, that's got to be EA tax right there."
Our worst enemy.
Yeah, I was like, you know, like you the EA tax gets us. He was like, no, you stole my coins. I was like, nope, it was EA tax, my friend. You know, like he didn't know shit about the game.
Yeah.
But I think
How'd you
he
steal
okay. He researched. He's like, there's no such thing as EA tax.
So what'd you do? What'd you say? You said
I gave him back like 2 mil. And I kept.
There
3
is
mil.
EA tax, but when you buy coins, you get like the full coins. You get
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
It's only when you sell players. Then
But like I never
then it's
expected it to
yaking.
really go and do like the bot 4. Like dude, the man like nitpicked,
I
bro.
mean, to be fair, it was you, bro. You were a menace.
Yeah,
you
I
weren't-
guess.
You weren't the most trusted person. Let's be honest.
It's because everyone was fucking with him. He couldn't trust
Yeah,
anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I couldn't trust
He was
anyone.
public
Yeah,
enemy
exactly.
number 1 at points.
Yeah,
But do you remember how crazy it was in FIFA where you could buy coins?
I miss those days.
Instead of
Remember when
buying FIFA points and
I'd
shit?
come to school and I'd give you cash. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah, you'd be like,
and then
He
you
was
get
the
the-
only one that could use the credit card to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you,
like,
you
do
get his
think your
mom's
mom-
credit
yeah.
card.
Do you think your mom could buy me like?
Yeah.
And then oh,
How
do you
much? How
remember-
much? How much?
The PSN account.
Yeah, I got a mule account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it came to a point where like they cracked down on buying coins on
Yeah.
FIFA like for your
They'd
account.
ban your account.
So they would ban your account. So they came up with like an alternative where they would deposit all those coins you wanted in another like PlayStation account.
And then you would use that account, or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
or you would transfer the players like to your team.
I think it was.
You
use
could do
account.
that,
Yeah, I
but
think you could do that. But
I would just use that account for Ultimate Team, and then the
Yeah.
other one for everything else.
Yeah.
Cause bro, like I remember like recently it was like FIFA 22.
Oh, you've been playing that shit?
Yeah, I played a little bit like earlier this summer. And me and Bryce hopped on Ultimate Team, and me and him did a wager match because Alex had like a spare 70K that he was gonna give to us.
Hmm.
And I fumbled the bag and I was 3-0 up, and then he came back and won in penalties.
Bro, you suck, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
suck.
Nah, I'll fuck you. Like this guy will beat me in FIFA hands down, but you nah.
Him and
He's probably the best like
him and Alex were the hardest people to ever play. But whenever I would beat them, I'd get under their skin, bro. I would. Oh my
I
god,
hated
I
it.
would fucking like rub it in, bro. I'd be like,
It's
hey,
funny because Alex and I would never play against each other.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was
I
always,
remember there was one time you beat me with like India, and I was like, I think that genuinely like depleted my ego for a few weeks. I was like Man U or some shit. And he was playing with India,
Yeah.
and I lost, and I was like,
No, we would
Wow.
grind. We would grind FIFA
Yeah, no, it used to be really good back in the day.
with the
I
wagers.
think
and
the
all.
moment they got rid of like when price ranges came out is when the game was
We
dead.
still little played, and it just once they started making hella like types of cards.
Yeah.
You know, there was like
Yeah.
the classic normal card, inform, man of the match, team of the
Yeah.
year, team of the season.
Yeah, exactly. That was about it.
That was basically it. And
Or
then-
like second inform. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there was
yeah.
none of this like
and then all of a sudden they do,
flashback like
Yeah,
dude
They
like
do,
yeah.
SBCs and all that
Like
stuff.
birthday and like dude, some random dude in the Italian league has 99 pace, 99 shot, and I'm like, dude, like
And his
Exactly,
real cards
man.
like a silver, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
bro?
It's
not
I can't
fun
play
anyway.
with
it's
bro.
just it's because and everyone just does SBCs and literally just like
Everyone's got a good team now.
Yeah,
Back
I mean-
then,
uh,
you would go against silver teams.
Yeah.
and
You,
you
would
could
go
win.
against
You could win.
non-rare gold teams. Like you never see that now.
In FIFA
It's-
14, you could win with an all like bronze, like an all gold, like you could literally win with a 20K team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would win with Blaszczykowski on the right wing, Royce on the left,
Dude.
Victory
It's
Barbo
because
up
of the
top.
fucking meta, bro. Headers. Do you remember how?
Oh,
cracked
Ibarbo?
that-
Dude, if all you gotta
Eddie
do is get it
Johnson.
down the wing, and then you just see Ibarbo running, and you're like, that,
Benteke, dude.
Benteke.
Dude.
No,
Benteke
that-
Barbo.
there was a
Best duo.
there was a silver beast. What was his name?
Agbonhor?
No.
Malapa?
Oh, bro, that just
Dude,
gave me
this
PTSD, bro.
That brings me back to Bryce's teams. He'd only make silver teams.
There's
He would
MNK and shit.
There were, no,
Dominican.
fuck, what was the
Barbo.
you know, it was no Di Natale, bro.
Di Natale
That guy
was
had
good.
the most cold outside foot,
Yeah,
bro.
you liked them a
If you
lot.
if you get him on his inform card on his outside foot, top left corner every time, bro.
Guarin and shit.
Oh,
Bahrain. These
dude.
Colombian guys,
Ariel
man.
and shit.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
But yeah,
Those
like,
are the good.
The,
good
the- and
FIFA
dude,
days.
you could have fun for like a
That-
30, 40K
that's
team.
when it meant that's like back in the day. That's when like FIFA felt like an arcade game. You could genuinely have fun and shit.
Mhm.
And then the more like FIFA's came out, it was just like it was too sweaty, bro. People would
Yeah.
people would
yeah.
be really competitive, and like once FUT Champions came out and shit, it just got way too like sweaty.
Yeah.
Like every game though.
Yeah,
Like, you know, I mean,
true.
except for COD. I feel like COD, besides like battle royales, like multiplayer.
They listen to their fans more than
Yeah.
EA does.
Yeah, for sure. EA is one
You
of the
know,
worst. But,
EA just wants to like make it a realistic game.
Yeah. But what do they do every year? They make the same game, just
It's
add
crazy.
like
People
one
eat that
one
shit
new
up,
feature.
though.
They're like now
yeah,
you can
they-
customize your crowd.
I
I'm a victim,
realized that
dude.
FIFA wasn't it anymore when the only reason I'd buy it was to hop on pro clubs.
Yeah.
That's when I knew I was like, There's no point in me buying FIFA, and I haven't bought the last like 2 or 3.
The only reason I got 22 is because it came out for free, so I was like,
Yeah.
alright,
Yeah.
like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't paying
I
for
mean,
it.
for me, it's tradition now. I like to look back at the discs. I'm like, oh shit,
Oh, so
man.
you-
That's,
You get the
Still
disc every time?
I do, man.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. It's cool.
Well,
It's
FIFA
nice
was
to look
FIFA was
back
always
at.
like your game, like like that was.
Always. I mean, that's how I made my friends. You know.
I made my friends, and I think I still have it. If you open that drawer in there, you mind real quick? We're gonna show you like the
Oh
source
shit.
at the
Yeah.
top left. The source of our friendship, I think, was
All our memories, man.
this little guy right here,
Yeah.
the Elgato Game Capture HD.
This is what started the friendship.
So basically, like, the little story is, you know, I had some friends in 8th grade, but I wouldn't say I had, like, close friends. And then over summer, you, me, and Bryce were like, you guys were talking about starting a YouTube channel. I was like, dude, I've always wanted to do one too. And we're like, well, how are we going to record? And I was like, leave it up to me.
Yeah.
I come back from summer with this. And you guys are like, oh my God.
Dude, honestly, we were so
The
happy.
shit, like, the quality was good, bro.
We had everything ready.
Yeah.
We use our graphic design class at school just to make our banners,
Thumbnails and
our
shit.
logos.
Yeah.
We were grinding
I was
that.
editing videos in class, bro.
Yeah. And when we found out that you had the Elgato, we were like, "Oh my god, dude. We
Yeah.
can start making really good videos."
Like we were like
HD.
we could be like the next KSI.
Yeah.
But 3.
So that's how we brought you in.
Yeah.
And then we ended up being really good friends.
Like we would just have sleepovers and make like YouTube videos and
Yeah.
just like do the most random
Literally.
shit on GTA. Like
Do you remember when eventually, like, I came back in 9th grade, and then me, Keegan, Alex, and all them made our own,
just cut that out.
me, Alex, and Keegan, hold on, I'll repeat this. Do you guys remember when I came in 9th grade, and then eventually, like, later that year, like, 10th grade, me, Keegan, and Alex made our own YouTube channels to, like, kind of compete against y'all,
And
Yeah.
RC, and we'd make, like, similar content, then we'd, like, make videos together and shit.
we do like collabs.
Yeah. We thought we were hot shit, bro, but we'd get like 30
I
views.
remember.
But
per
we'd
video.
actually like show everyone like we'd be walking through school. We'd be like, so have you seen
we
our?
were proud.
We'd be like, you seen our latest video? We'd ask all the nerds and shit. We'd be like, you seen our latest video? They'd be like, no. I'm like, go fucking watch it.
Yeah.
You know damn well they didn't watch
They
it.
Honestly,
didn't watch it.
It came to a point where I was spending more time on the YouTube channel than my schoolwork.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about
It was-
8-ball pool, bro? We used to
It
grind
was
that
getting
shit.
really bad, yeah.
We used to like, bro, in middle of like science class, all I'd do, I'd be like, yo,
Yeah.
8-ball.
Oh, we'd play the fucking what's that one game that we played in science class? Was it the sniper game? You remember that shit on
Sniper
Miniclip?
game?
Or I don't know. We played a fuck ton of shit on Miniclip.
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
Bro.
Ogle's
we-
class?
Yeah.
Huh?
Ogle's class?
Yeah.
Ogle's
Symphony of Science type shit.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
dude, like all I remember from that class, we'd walk in, I'd hear Neil deGrasse Tyson like on a
Yeah, yeah,
YouTube video. He's
yeah.
like, greatest scientist in the world, that guy. And then I'd be like, all right, that's cool, Ogle, you know. And then like next, I just invite someone and play like 8-ball pool. The whole
Yeah.
class. He's
Yeah.
like, you guys should really do your work. We're like, all right.
That was the one teacher that genuinely
didn't
didn't,
give a shit.
actually care about us doing schoolwork.
No, dude, I remember I asked him. I was like, we had a test or something. I was like, hey,
True.
dude, like I forgot my calculator at home. Like, do you have a spare? He's like, you have a cell phone? I'm like, yeah. He's like, just use it. I'm like, say less. I literally got an A+, bro. The Google at my disposal, bro. He was like, but don't cheat. I'm like, okay, I got you.
Yeah, man.
That class was then I
Dude.
looked at the back of the room. He's like vaping, bro. Like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like that was a teacher who did not give like any like shits at all.
Yeah.
No, man. Even if you cheat, he'd say, like, it's your choice.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, sure.
All right.
I guess I'll
choose
do
to
it.
cheat.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, honestly, high school had its fucking characters, bro. From students to our teachers and shit. Bro.
It was
like,
it was really a special environment, bro.
It was.
I
It
think it was
was.
such a unique environment because it was so like diverse.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
like, it was in an international school, so like, other motherfuckers that went to like local schools, like in like U.S. or even here, like they can't.
don't
relate
understand,
with,
bro.
Like, you know, we talked about this in a previous episode. I think our first episode, but how we were used to, you know, saying hi to new kids coming in,
Yeah.
and then saying bye to your best friends. Like,
Yeah.
The next couple weeks, and then never seeing them.
Yeah.
You know, reconnecting to this day. But that's the complexities. You know, that's what you get. It's pretty
Mm.
cool, but sucks at times.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
We get to travel not a lot now.
I mean, bro, I'm gonna like throw it back to like we on our like it was spring break and October break, right? When we do ceasefire.
Yeah.
So you familiar with ceasefire, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So for like some context, there was like it was like a club, I guess, an organization at school where we would like we were taught on the first trip in the first like break of the school year.
Was it scuba diving?
Yeah, like
See,
they
like that's crazy.
like-
I think that sounds like crazy to someone that didn't like have the option.
like
in
we
that
would go
school
to
or
an
school.
we would go to an island and then we learned to scuba dive. Like we did our
And
open
this was
water.
organized through the school,
Through the
right?
school.
That's fucking crazy,
Yeah, yeah.
bro.
Yeah, so and we would go with like and like the whole purpose is like reef conservation, you know,
Yeah.
like clean. We would do like reef cleanups, like clean up the
Yeah.
plastic. So it was like good, you know, like we did our like good deeds as well. But it was also like a trip with your friends where you just go scuba diving together.
Yeah.
That's
And like
insane.
me and
Even
like
even
we
the transportation was all organized.
yeah, all organized.
Pick
bro.
us up from the school.
Yeah.
Go to the airport.
And we would go. We literally did our
Yeah.
open water course together.
Yeah.
And like
That's awesome.
it was like the first trip was legendary. We were staying in this little place in Kota Kinabalu, like a little like divers hostel, you know. And
It's like these little shacks.
yeah, we were the youngest kids. We were like ninth graders, and the rest were like 11th graders or seniors, right?
Yeah.
And I remember we come back from showers, and the whole room they were like vaping in the room. We're like, oh, it's cloudy in here. And we're just like, you know, like little ninth graders. We were trying to be funny, like smacking our wallets together to sound like we're wanking. They're just like, "Shut up, you little shits." we'd be
Damn.
like, okay. But no, like there was this one guy. He was probably like the most like such a bad diver.
Yeah.
Like we were trying to take a group photo, and everyone's like down, you know, like let's say 18 meters, you know, like in a line, like we were all. And
We couldn't go that deep because we were all beginners. Open water.
we were like 15 meters, and we were
Yeah.
all trying to take a photo. And then next thing we look up and he's like
Yeah.
trying to come. We're like, come down, you know.
How do you go down?
Like you deflate your like
Your
the air
vest.
in your vest,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then the weights that you're wearing like bring you down. But he
Mm.
couldn't. Like he was trying to like you know go like this, and he was stuck at like 12 meters. Like he was like way
Yeah,
above us. And we're like,
yeah.
all right, like he's not gonna be a part of the
I think
photo.
the max we could go is 20, right? Something like that.
Yeah, nah, 18 as open
18 was
water.
18? Yeah.
And yeah,
Oh
dude,
my
like we
God,
used to
man.
just like we fought like this bad, bro. Like it was safe, you know. It was like a couple like when we were doing our safety stop.
Yeah.
That was like some like probably one of the most menace moments we've ever done together.
What'd you do?
Like we were like you know, like it's like before you ascend, you're like maybe like 2 or 3 meters. I guess like you can easily swim up. Like it's not life or death. So like I knew that. So I was like, you know, like because we were trained to like when you start to feel your air go out, like you know you just like you know go
So
like
you have all these hand gestures
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
need to remember.
There's,
when you're
like,
in the water.
share air is like
Yeah.
3 fingers to your mouth, and then like this is like out of air, and then like this is like yo let me use your spare like
Yeah.
pose.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what got into our head, but I pointed at his like oxygen tank, and I was like, all right, so I turned it off. But we
Turn
were
off his
so
oxygen.
we were like 2 meters, like he could easily swim up, like there was no like life or death. I turned off his oxygen tank, so then next he turns to us, like we're right next to each other. He looks at us, he goes, which means out of air. And then next we start laughing our asses off, you know. And then next thing he looks at us, he goes, and then he just swims up to the surface.
Damn.
And we're like, dude, what happened? But he's like, I don't know, man. I just ran out of air. We're like, oh, really? You know, I think that was like, looking back on it, like, it was obviously like we were like he wasn't gonna die. He was like
Imagine he killed him. Imagine his face.
It was
like-
part of the training, I think.
Yeah. It was like a training dive
I
as
can't
well.
imagine your reaction if you accidentally.
No,
killed
but
a man.
I
we're
don't
training
think I-
him to be a Navy SEAL. You know, you got to be aware.
Yeah.
Those situations happen.
You know what? Like, what if you're actually out of air? Or your gauge gets shot. You're done. You know.
I don't know how the fuck they train for that shit, bro.
It's crazy.
Like, they're in the water for like I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Some of them die, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them die.
In training.
Yeah.
Mhm. Have you seen the videos
The
of
Navy SEAL
their
training?
Navy SEAL training?
I think the
It's
most
fucking
crazy one they have to
intense.
do is where their hands are tied behind there and they have to swim
Yeah.
under.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
They're-
respect, bro.
They have to do laps like that.
That's crazy.
And then they'll take all their gear off underwater and they have to put it back on
Yeah.
without
Oh.
a breath.
Being blindfolded as well.
Yeah.
Damn. Bro,
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
Well, like they
crazy.
literally as well. Like dude, I
This
was
is only a small part of the course,
yeah,
man.
bro. Like,
then
that's,
like they because I think they do training in California, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they
yeah,
line
yeah.
them up at like 4 a.m. on the beach in the cold
Hell
water.
Week.
Hell Week. This is
Yeah.
like one of the exercises during Hell Week, and they line them up. They like tie them all together, and they just spray them for hours with consistently with freezing cold water.
So it's a full week, and I think
They
they,
only get
they only sleep
4
like,
hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
in that whole week.
jeez.
something like.
And
that.
they just like wake them up with like air horns. It's like literally sleep deprivation torture. Like they get fucked with so much.
Yeah.
It's like being in a frat, but like on steroids.
But yeah, like
Like you're actually being hazed, you know,
and, like you're fighting for like the country, bro. Like,
yeah, like if you're like, yo, I tap out, like they don't care.
Yeah.
There's like, no, don't, like,
don't be a pussy.
yeah, you gotta keep it going. Like there's
The
no
level of commitment for that shit's crazy.
Yeah, you
Can't imagine.
gotta be a special person to do that, I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
But nah, man, like it's some of the things we used to get up to is just it, like whenever I keep thinking, I just like there's story after story after
There
story,
is,
like
bro. There's
like-
a lot of shit that do you think you can incriminate us?
well, like depends what.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to get into it if we're gonna incriminate ourselves.
Like, give me a hint of like what you're gonna say, and then maybe I'll okay it or not. Because like there's certain things we
What
can't
else?
say.
It's more you. It's more you, bro.
What about
I'm
the-
only saying this because you do some fuck shit.
What did I
Yeah.
do?
What about the second ceasefire trip?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll tell that story.
Well, you mentioned the details you want to put in.
Was that the bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want
I
to
already know where
mention
this
that-
is going. I already know where this is going.
If you want to mention, you can mention the snail part.
Ah,
But
the
that
bag-
was the other one was really funny.
Like it was like I think probably one of the most vile things I've ever done in
Yeah.
my life. Like
That was criminal, dude.
like when I look back on that, I was just like
Psychopaths.
like
Some, chemical warfare.
it was
type
actually
shit, bro.
straight up disgusting. Like-
Biological warfare.
Like I hope that like you know anyone watching this like doesn't think differently of me because like I don't do this shit anymore.
How long? Clarify how long it's been.
Dude, it's been 7 years. No,
Okay.
it was 2015. Yeah, 7.
Okay.
It was 7 years ago. Holy shit.
Yeah. So you've changed.
I've changed a lot since then. You know, back then I was like a menace. I mean, there's not really
That's
a
an
nice.
understatement,
There's not really a
bro.
nice way to put it. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were in one room and like I was like, dude, like I don't know why I think the other room kept annoying us or something. They kept on coming to our room and like knocking. We're like, all right, dude, we got to get these guys back. Like they were doing more. Like they kept on like we kept on trying to like sneak out to go get drinks and then they were like riding on us or like you guys got to stay in your room. So we're like, all right, we're going to get these guys back, you know? So I took a plastic bag and like I pooped in it. I hate saying this. It sounds.
But like, what was
Did I
going
hol-
in your
did
head?
I hold the
You
bag?
held it, and I pooped.
I held the bag.
So you felt it like drop,
Yeah, yeah.
and you had to like grip it.
Why would I help you with that?
I don't know.
I mean, you need someone to hold it.
He held the bag, and I, because I was like, "Do you need to go?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, I guess I could try," and I did.
Was there a toilet or no?
Yeah, but like I just did it over the bag.
Yeah. No,
Why?
but there's a reason.
I wasn't gonna
we
dig
did
it out
this.
of the toilet.
We'll get to that part.
Oh, so you did it knowing that there was gonna be some plan ahead.
Like, and it was
Exactly.
in
Okay,
their toilet,
okay.
so like there was a
It
little.
was-
Like,
this was for a prank.
no, because
Okay,
you
good.
no
Okay.
no he went into their room to take a dump, so he like smelled their room up,
Yeah.
and they were mad, so they started fuck, and then
Are
that's
these
what,
the seniors?
That's when we said
yeah,
Okay.
like all 11th graders.
Okay.
Yeah.
we're like, let's take it to the next level.
Yeah, so
Right?
he poops in their room first, and and they're like, "You're disgusting. Like, we're gonna get you back." And they were like, "All right, let's get him back, like even better." So that's when we brought up.
This
the
is a
bag.
tiny room as well, and there's 3 guys in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So then he can't go obviously because he already destroyed their bathroom, and then I'm like, "All right, I'll try." And I do it in the bag, and then I was like, "We could just put this bag like under their bed or something," but like.
It's too easy.
It's too easy. Like they'll find it. So I see the safe, and I'm like,
Jesus Christ,
I came up with the most. I think this is the most like criminal. This like
bro. That's some villain
it's
shit,
villain.
dude.
It's villainy, bro. Like it really was. I was like, all right, give me the bag. I take the bag. I put it in the safe, and I make my own password and shut it. So. They were like, your poop
Part of
just,
the plastic bag was still sticking out.
oh,
they were like, your poop's still smelling up our room because we were all at dinner and we had turned off the fan, so we come back in the room smelled
oh my
it
God.
smelled so bad, like the whole room. They were like,
Yeah.
they're like, I was like, damn, like it smelled like worse than a public restroom. And they're like,
oh my God.
they eventually they located the source of the smell, which was the safe.
Bro, that's bad. Imagine trying
No.
to like.
He opens it up,
But he couldn't open it. He was like, "Open this now." So I was like, "Okay, fuck it."
but he didn't think it would be shit in the bag.
Yeah.
He was so shook, man.
Yeah.
He looked at us and he's like, "What the fuck?
Was it like a
Get this out of our
Was
room."
it a solid poop?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And obviously we took it out for them, but while we were taking
A little
out,
bit dropped.
a little bit dropped, and one of us kicked it under their bed.
Bro.
Yep. So
Yeah.
they didn't see that, right?
Okay.
So we walk out, put it in the bin. They're like, "Thank you. Please don't fucking do that shit
Yeah.
with us. That's disgusting."
And then one of
They're
them
like,
picked
"Don't
up a
worry."
snail.
Yeah. So, anyways, that little turd was still under their bed, so their room was still stinking. Did they ever find that?
Nah. Because they got so mad they like picked up a snail and threw it at us and
Yeah,
it hit
yeah,
you.
yeah,
And you're like, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's sad to say that's not your first instance where you've pooped in a bag.
Well, that was like the origins. That's where like I continued the idea because it's just like
We did something else, and one of the guys got really mad, and he knocked on our door. Remember?
oh fuck, what did we do?
Something with their broom outside or something? Or was it that, or was it the shit?
No,
I
no,
forgot,
no.
man.
He comes into our room. He's like, "You do that again, I'll kill you."
Yeah. But he was trying to get in our room, but our door was locked. So he went to the reception, got a key.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He got a spare key to get into our room.
Yeah.
What did we do?
I forgot.
It wasn't.
how
It wasn't the
went.
poop in the bag. It was something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I think probably the snails after.
Oh, you know, it
Because
was.
we threw them back.
We put snails on their pillows.
Yes.
Where'd you get snails
From
from?
the garden. It was like,
There was plenty.
there's a
man.
lot, bro. We're like, dude, like we just each picked up a
Yeah.
snail. And
After you.
this was after the poop,
Yeah.
and that's when he was like, "I've had it with you
Yeah.
guys," because we
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
snails on their
Yeah.
pillows, and then
And he was threatening to tell
ran back
us.
to we ran back to our room and locked the door,
Yeah.
and then like we're like chilling on the bed, like laughing our ass off, like, "Oh, we got him!" And then the door opens, because he got this. He's like, "You do that shit again, I mean." Bro, he was like an 11th grader, but we probably would have kicked his ass. Like,
Probably.
Really?
We're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
scared, but
it wasn't. If it was Alejandro, I'd have been like, "I'm so
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
for
bro."
sure.
But it was like this. I don't know. He was skinny, scrawny kid. Like,
we were scared because we thought he'd tell our
yeah, we
supervisor.
we were gonna we thought he was just gonna rat us out to like the chaperone because he was that
Yeah.
type of kid.
Yeah.
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
That's
like
crazy.
respect to him, like he actually, you know.
Bro, I'd like sue y'all, bro. I'm taking a
Yeah.
court for that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No, we got him good, bro.
I wonder if that turd is still there to this day.
Nah, housekeeping's definitely on that one by now.
They would have been so confused. man.
Yeah.
Was a dog staying here?
Yeah, nah, dude, it was. Wow.
I do have one story I remember of you. You're the main. In most of these stories that we tell on this podcast, Daniel's either the victim, or he's the
Or the
main.
villain.
Yeah, he's the main accomplice in this. But do you remember the time when we were all chilling in like this little cafe at MK10, which is an apartment complex that we all hung out with? Some of us lived there,
What story are you gonna tell?
and we didn't know this, right?
Oh God.
We didn't know this. We just decided it was good. It was fun one day just to do it. So we went and bought.
It was a revenge. This whole
Was
story
it?
was a revenge because of what I did to Bryce in the shower.
Okay.
This was his revenge on me, and
Okay.
you guys seem to have loved to like help him out and
Yeah.
just fuck with Daniel.
Yeah.
Right? You know.
Okay, but so we had bought some Viagra and some laxatives, right? And they came in pill forms, and before
Yeah.
you came through, we came up with a whole plan. We're like, all right, how do we get this to like Daniel's body? How do we get him to like ingest it in like the least like noticeable way? So what we did was we crushed it. I remember we crushed it like
Bryce was crushing it.
yeah. And we had slipped
we were
it.
talking about the Viagra. We were like, should we put the whole thing or not? We were we were reading like the
The manual.
the
whatever
manual.
The
And
fuck.
we're like, could
Did
that
we?
be dangerous? You know?
Did we?
So we just did half.
Okay, we
just
did
did
half.
half a pill.
But we put the full laxative.
Yeah.
That well.
Yeah, yeah,
No, you
yeah.
put more than like the full. Like you put like 4 doses of the laxative, bro.
Anyway,
Like it didn't just make me like. Let's just leave it at that.
right. So we crush it up. We put it into an iced lemon tea.
Because that was his favorite drink.
Daniel's go-to drink every single
We-
day was iced lemon tea.
We knew he wouldn't
Yeah,
decline
right?
the offer. Man.
And we bought another iced lemon tea, like a decoy one, right? Not tampered with. And we're thinking, how do we get Daniel to drink this with all this shit? And there's powder, it's at the bottom. Like, how do we do this? And then we're like, let's take it back to like old school, like oldest trick in the game, right? Let's do a chugging contest. You were one of the chuggers.
He was
you
the
were the other chugger. And I think there's a video. I swear there's a video of it, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember you were drinking it halfway, you spit it out because you were laughing so hard.
I was.
But we go, Daniel just pulls up. Like a minute later, we're like, Daniel, we have an idea. You want to do a chugging contest? And no questions asked. You're like, I'm down. Right? We're like.
Meanwhile, I was hoping they gave me the right bottle.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Please, Bryce,
And
give me the right
you
bottle.
could tell like there was like powder and shit.
No, I felt it go down my throat. I was like, I remember asking.
Wait. So we go. So we all pull out our phones and some shit. We're all hyped as fuck. We're going 3, 2, 1, chug, 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 and you go ballistic, bro. You crack that shit in like 5 seconds. Like a bottle this big, 5 seconds, and this man can't even finish half because he's laughing too hard, right?
Yeah.
And you feel the powder down your throat.
I see the powder on the bottom of the bottle, but
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
see it because it's liquid from his side.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
just see the pills going down the bottle. I
like slow-mo.
burst out of laughter. I spat everything out.
Yeah.
And he was confused. He's like, why is he laughing? You know, but he's like, whatever, I won. You know,
You
It's
questioned it a
awesome.
little bit, and we're like, nah, you're bugging, you're tweaking.
I was like, is there something in that? And like, it felt like weird, you know?
Yeah.
You guys were like, nah. And then we went to play futsal, and my stomach started to act up.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, dude, I have to
Then
shit.
You came up to me. You're like, does your stomach kind of hurt after drinking the iced tea? And I had to hold in the laughter, man.
we were
I was like,
justifying.
no.
We were just feeling like, yeah, you probably drank it too fast. You probably ate some fuck shit from like lunch or something. But yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm imagining in my head him with a raging boner, fucking diarrhea in the toilet.
That's a lethal combo.
That would have been so
Lethal
bad, bro. The
combo.
Viagra never kicked
So
in.
it never kicked in, but your
But
stomach was
the-
hurting. It
the
was
best
starting-
part-
The kicker of all this.
Yeah, the best part is that I don't think any of us actually knew that what was gonna happen later. It was actually like the perfect like timing. I've never seen such perfect timing. But you didn't tell us this. But later that night, you went on a date
Yeah.
to watch movies with this one girl. Right? And so let's hear it from your perspective. How that night went down. Like when you pulled up to the mall.
Well, so I think you and Keegan eventually told me that you spiked my drink with laxatives.
Was it before you went to the
Because I told you guys about the date.
You
And
really
guys,
like this girl as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you really did.
And you guys,
you
like-
couldn't fuck this one up.
And you
man.
guys were like, well, I mean, I did. You guys were like, dude, we put laxatives in your drink. I was like, you fucking gotta be kidding me, bro. So I go to the date. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna tough it out. I can't.
Why didn't you just like reschedule, bro?
I thought I shit once is good. Anyways, I didn't know how they worked. It was the
Yeah.
first time ever ingesting them, so it was
Yeah.
like a new experience. So we're watching. I remember it was Maze Runner, right?
Good movie.
I get hit, like 10 minutes in. I'm like, oh, I'll be right back.
Sure, don't wanna
need to
miss
go.
that.
Need to go to the bathroom. Go, take a shit, come back. The 20 minutes pass. I'm like, oof, gotta go to the bathroom.
Did you get like popcorn and shit or no?
No, I didn't. So I go to the bathroom. I've gone to the bathroom 4 times by now, and the 5th time she goes, "Are you nervous?" And I'm just like, listen, like, I gotta be right and honest with you. My friends gave me laxatives, and she was just like, she started laughing. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, like, what can I do? Like, I'm not nervous. Like, I like you and all, but like, don't really do much about this, And then yeah, like after that. That was an interesting like a whole journey.
Did you finish the movie and shit?
Yeah.
Go back home?
And I just her dad came to pick her up. I went home and
And you shat some more?
she kept shitting all night.
Viagra never kicked in.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm so glad because
Bro,
now
that would've been
imagine
crazy.
like
could have helped your date. You could have.
nah, bro.
Nowadays-
Like how imagine I'm like going back and forth and she sees a boner that won't go away. She thinks I'm like trying to wank myself off in the bathroom. Hey, I need some help with this. Like, nah, dude. Like, it's
some
so
help with
Did you
bad.
fuck up your chances with her after that?
I think that was like it was just such a it just didn't go well. I
It
mean,
was clips.
like
Because what happened is you asked her out, and she
yeah. So
miscommunicated that it meant like, do you want to go out for like?
yeah, that's actually a good story to tell. So like that we'd gone on that movie date, and we did dinner as well. Like so we'd hung out a few times. Like I think 3 or 4, and then it was before
Did you even get a kiss?
No,
Did you hold hands?
no. Wait, no.
Three,
Yes.
four
Yes.
date
Yes.
bullshit.
No,
You didn't even fucking.
Yes. We did hold hands.
That's
Anyways.
it.
Whoa!
Whoa, big guy.
Anyways.
Playboy.
But I don't want to tell the story anymore.
No.
No, I need it.
You're in a safe space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, damn, bro. Fuck, I hate 10th grade me. Like, I want to. If I could go back and slap 10th grade me, like.
Yeah.
Anyways. So yeah, like we'd hung out a few times, right? So I was like, all right, like fuck it, it's time to make her my girlfriend, you know? Like, I don't know why. And before we went to a lot, like to a soccer tournament. I walked into the gym. She had like volleyball practice, and I like called. I did some unspoken rich shit. I was like, you know. And she came, so I was like, yeah.
Okay.
And then I was like, hey, like, you know, do you want to go out with me? And I thought that meant like, do you want to be my girlfriend? You know.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, like blushes and shit. I'm like, yes. So I walk out of the gym. I'm like, hey, I'll see you after the weekend, you know, because we're going on a soccer tournament. And I get on the bus, and I'm like, boys, I got a girlfriend now, you know, let's fucking go. And everyone's like, yeah. And then we get, like, long story short, we get back from the tournament. The coach, I remember the coach is like, yeah, it's time to get back to our wives and girlfriends. I was like, yeah, our girlfriend, you know. And then basically I started hearing rumors going around the school like, yeah, dude, she doesn't think like you guys are like boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, like she thinks you're just going like on an official date. So I was like, don't worry about that shit. Let me clarify it with her, you know. So she's at my house in this room, in this very room. And I don't know why, like I did this at the start. I should have just done it at the end of the date, whatever. We were watching like Insidious, right? Or we were going to. And I was like, hey, you know, like been hearing some things, you know, like you don't think we're like official or anything? And she's like, oh yeah. And I was like, well, like, do you want to just like make it official, you know, like fuck it, you know? I didn't say fuck it, but I was just like, yeah, like why don't we just make it official? And then she hits me with the, you know, I like you and all, but I'm still not really over my ex-boyfriend and all, and like I just basically kind of shut it down. I was just like, and my bitch ass, I was just like, well, that sucks to hear. And I was just like, let me just put on the movie. So then I put on Insidious, and keep in mind it's a horror movie. You're supposed to be like cuddling and shit.
You had it all planned out.
Yeah, dude, I had it. I was like, she's gonna cuddle with me, then we're gonna move in for the kiss, easy money. No, but it ended up me being on literally one side of the bed, and then her, like, there was a gap about this much between us while watching Insidious, and that was like the most awkward movie of my life.
Oh my god!
Like, it came to the point where, like, we weren't talking, and it was just like some scary scene. I was like, pretty good, huh? That was pretty scary. And she was like, yeah. I'm like, God, please get out of my house, bro. Like, I just want to go to bed. Like, and then yeah, like I think after that, like, is when it really just like
went downhill.
The bag was fumbled, bro. The bag been done fumbled, you know.
I think you could have still gone for the cuddles and kiss. She just didn't want to be official type shit.
I don't know, but in my head I was just like, oh shit, it's over, man. Like, you know, like rejected
like
yourself. Like
grade,
in 10th grade I was just like, oh fuck, man. Like, that's it.
It's clips.
It's clips, you know. So yeah, that was an interesting
learning experience. Bro.
That was a big learning experience. I think it was that experience where I was like, dude, like, fuck a label. Like, I'm not, like I'm just gonna go with the flow, bro.
Hey, you've been going with the flow just
And I've been going with the flow ever since, bro. Never had a girlfriend since.
Would you want one, bro?
Huh?
Would you want one, bro?
Only if it's the right one, bro. I'm not gonna, like, waste my time on some shit that, like, I don't, like, want to be invested in, you know?
What if someone, like, sets you up with a girl? Would you, like that, or would you want to stumble?
You wouldn't want to date just to see what it's like, even though you think, like, oh.
What do you mean?
I say you need, like,
just an experience.
Exactly.
You know?
I say you need, like, a first relationship experience to know what your
even
standards
if you
are,
know it
what
might
you
not
want in a
last.
girlfriend.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it if I don't if I don't fuck with the girl, you know. Like, I've never actually like kind of clicked with a girl like where I was like, all right, she's worth like, and if I have, like, it never worked out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there was like, we've talked about that on another episode. It was like, what if girls, you know, like they were like, you know, so it never has worked out. So I guess after, like, it's not working out now, where I'm like, fuck it, bro. Like, I'm just gonna go with the flow, live my life, like, you know.
Man's in like his 60s, like, fuck your girlfriend.
I mean, shit, dude. If I'm in my 60s and I'm still single, I might as well just accept that I'm gonna be, or just, like, you know, come to like Asia and like find myself a Asian girl. I'll just go that route.
That's easy, bro. Yeah, that's like marriage.
It's a dub for me, bro. I'm like a 66-year-old white man. I'm marrying like a 26-year-old.
You can get a Russian.
Either, I mean,
Russian mail order bride. Bro.
Yeah.
They want them U.S. passports, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you can provide, that's all they need.
I mean,
man.
hey, dude, that's always like plan C.
They might not
you know?
speak much English, but you can help them out with it.
That's fine, bro. I'll teach them all the words they need to know. You know? I don't want to say it on the podcast. No, but yeah, that was definitely a learning experience. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It started with a literal bang. Well, not really. Started with like a shit, and it ended in shit.
What are you talking about?
It started with like me like laxatives, and it ended like with a shit like result.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
This
You know,
clever
true
guy.
poet, bro.
Foreshadowing.
True poet.
Fucking what's his name? Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I'll never. Fuck, man. Remember just pulling up to like English class? We just had like we had a funny ass lunch, just like chatting shit with the boys.
And we have to
And
analyze
we
the next
pull
like,
up and it's like,
Shakespeare.
today we're gonna be analyzing Romeo and Juliet, and I'm like that was actually pretty fun because we got to like act it out and shit. It was the poetry, bro, where she's like
analyzing it, bro.
she was like, what is Edgar trying to convey here? I'm like, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, man.
It's like it's clear that he was struggling internally and he was trying to depict that through the poets, like the poetry, and I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, of course, that's it. The English was such a subjective class, bro.
It was like it was such a subjective class, but I feel like if you had like a genuine like valid point that didn't align with the teachers, you would get it wrong.
Yeah, because it had to be like
You know how I knew? Because when I was all of 11th and 12th grade, we had the same English teacher, right?
Yeah.
And I'd submit like my fucking I would see all this work through like my point of view and shit. And I would make valid ass fucking essays.
good arguments.
And I would get like 4 out of 7s on the IB scale, right? 4 out of 7s, 5 out of 7s if I was lucky and shit. I'm like, dude, what am I doing wrong? Right? She's telling me like all this shit. I'm like, I guess, but I don't see it that way.
Yeah.
And then the final IB exams,
We're good.
you know how they're not graded by the teacher, they're graded by like
the like actual IB.
Yeah, right? And I get a fucking like 7 or a 6 or a 7. I'm like, Joe, fucking look at that, bro.
She predicted me a 4, which like really hurt me on like my like applications to colleges in the States. And like, so like yeah, when you're applying, you need good predicted grades, and then I ended up getting a 6.
Yeah.
Like how do you fuck it up that bad?
I know you're a shit teacher.
It's because she had her targets, bro. She liked whatever, like I guess she was like. It was too bad, bro, because she really was like in 8th grade, like I love like as a good teacher, like I genuinely enjoyed her class, and then as like time progressed, she just got like.
It's always the English teachers get pregnant, bro. Why?
Yeah.
And eat the craziest salads. I don't get it.
It's always the the math teacher that puts the baby in him. Or
Dude, what about our 9th grade English teacher? I can't name him, but
who was it?
the guy that spins a chair in his hand and swings clubs while he's lecturing you. I could not concentrate.
That was not 9th grade. That was 10th grade, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, it was 10th
Yeah,
grade.
yeah.
I could not concentrate in that class, man. This guy's swinging while lecturing us, and then he picks out a chair from like behind him and starts putting it behind his back and shit. What the hell are you doing, man?
Dude, I'll never
remember was it your lunch? He told you to eat it outside or something.
Oh, the pasta.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, stop bringing pasta to my class.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hungry.
You go eat it outside, and you took your sweet ass time.
Yeah. Bro, like I'll never like it was in I'll just take like I'm in drama. Oh fuck, you weren't in drama with us.
No.
But there was one time where I waved at a girl like one of our friends from across the class, and the teacher thought I was flipping him off. And he's like, get out of the hallway. I was like, okay, like sure, didn't really do anything, but all right. And he's like, I'll be right out to talk to you. So I'm like, okay. I wait 5 minutes. He hasn't come out to talk to me. So I'm like, oh, fuck this, you know. Started taking a nap against the wall, and that's when he comes out, sees me like up against the wall.
Dan, look.
Yeah, and he's like, you know what? Go to the office. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I go to the office. I'm sitting there, and the principal comes out. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, you know what, sir? Like, to be honest, I really don't know. And he's just like, go back to class. I walked back to class all like, you know, alpha as hell. And he's like, what are you doing back here? I was like, you can ask the principal. And like, yeah. Because, I mean, he's just like, go back to class. He didn't like, he was like, dude, he's like tripping.
I think that we were like the top shit group in school, in high school?
Yeah, no, 100%. 100% we were.
You think so?
Like in our grade, yeah.
We're the cool kids.
Yeah, like who else would compete with us?
Grades above us.
The grades above, yeah, sure, but.
But once we became like 11th and 12th
our
graders.
grade, in our grade, 100%. Like once we got to 11th or 12th grade, especially because we were like cool with the seniors as well, like we were pretty much friends with them. Like yeah, 100%. Like I mean, there wasn't really much to compete with, you know. Like we were like the group that was like menaces or like, you know, troublemakers or, you know, not to be proud of it or anything, but we were definitely that group, you know, like the.
It's kind of sad to see like he didn't experience our 11th and 12th grade like.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, a lot of the group didn't.
Yeah.
Like,
It
a
was
lot of us-
crazy because once y'all left, it was such a big part of the group that we just had to make, like we had to like make the best out of like the rest of our group, you know.
What you had and everything.
And we actually started adding girls to our group, and I was like, oh no, it's not the bros anymore. It's just diversity.
Yeah,
no.
man.
Like,
That sucks.
It came to a point where it's just like.
that sucks.
Nah, dude, like I remember that. It was 10th grade. It was like you, Bryce, Alex, everyone comes in one day, they're like, yeah, dude, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And we're just like, damn, so we went from like 6 or 7 of us to like, and then like as well, like some people that were still staying in Malaysia were like, oh, we're moving to ISKL. We're like, well, that's
Yeah.
great. The group just got even smaller.
Yeah, most of us moved at the same time. Like,
Yeah. 10th grade was like the mass exodus,
yeah,
I would say.
Well, hey, you
pretty
know,
much.
We all link up eventually.
Yeah.
We're
We're
here.
still here, bro.
We still make it work.
Exactly. That's what's.
And that's why we're still so close.
Yeah.
That's what makes it good being an international idiot. And on that note, it's been good having you guys. It's been good having our first ever guest on this episode. Hopefully, when you guys, give some feedback, when you guys see this video, let us know what you guys want to hear. I've been our co-host, Harazofa.
It's been Daniel Shapano and our wonderful guest,
Anonymous.
Mr. Anonymous guy. Only the real ones will know who he really is.
Just look into
Um,
my eyes.
Just yeah, look at his eyes.
You'll know.
You'll know. Listen to the voice. But anyways, it's been real, and with that, we're gonna call it a day. And remember, stay idiotic.
Dude, stop, bro. It's not big.
It is a thing, baby. It is a thing.